Good afternoon. We will now begin our work session for March the 27th, 2024 at 4:30 p.m. Let us bow our heads for a moment of silent meditation and prayer. Amen. Colleagues, you have before you the agenda for today. Is there anything we would like to add before we ask Mr. Waldington to peruse the items? Question, Board Member Lewis.
Mr. Wallington,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
wanted to add something in reference to Narcan or naloxone. It's the drug that's used to reverse an opioid overdose. Do we need to look at the policy to maybe make that inclusive or what? Because I would like to see maybe our nurses and SROs trained so that we would have that availability in the event something happens, but I don't know, does it need to be in the form of a policy or what?
I would think that, I would say that it would be.
Okay.
It would be something that I could get with Attorney Simmons on.
Okay.
As far as a policy is concerned, we could get in contact with MSBA. They may have already have a policy or know of a school district that has a policy with that, and we can do that between now and the 2nd and give you an update on that on the 2nd.
I think that would be something beneficial in the event, that happens, because we can't say it will or it will not. So, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Duly noted, Ms. Lewis.
Dr. Waldington,
Yes,
just letting you know that y'all are muted.
How about now, Dr. Moore?
Thank you.
Okay.
At this time, we will yield to Mr. Waldington.
Agenda item number 3, policy updates and review.
Colleagues, are there any updates that call your attention for our April the 2nd meeting?
What at the new board orientation meeting, as far as MSBA is concerned, myself and Ms. Hilliard, we attended on last Friday and Saturday morning, and based on an MSBA, a suggested MSBA calendar for school districts. They suggest that the policies are reviewed each year, and they have them broken down into what policies would be best for each month. And if it's pleases the board to be prepared for the May board meeting, then we will have policies based on that calendar where the board can review. Well, actually, it could be on the April for the May board meeting, where it gives you a month to
Okay.
kind of look at those policies to see if there's any additions or changes or anything that the board may want to add. So, I'm asking that the board allow us to do that, and we'll begin to, and it gives us an opportunity to review our policies each year, month by month instead of one big chunk.
Okay.
So yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you for that suggestion. And you say you're gonna have it, listed on the April 2nd
Yes, ma'am.
agenda?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Wallington, next item.
Agenda item number 4, approval of the March 5th, 2024 regular board meeting minutes, March 21st, 2024 special call meeting, and the March 27th, 2024 work session minutes.
For number 4, we'll ask each board member if you will review the, meeting minutes. And if you see any corrections, please note those corrections and bring them forward.
Dr. Moore,
Yes,
on page 19.
okay,
number-
19,
Number 4, consideration for executive session.
uh-huh,
Dr. Bailey's name is within those as voting.
okay. That's noted. We will get those changes corrected. Thank you so much, Ms. Abraham. As I stated earlier, please peruse the, meeting minutes you have before you. And if you see anything that needs corrections, let me know and we can get those corrections changed. Okay, Mr. Waldington, item 5.
Agenda item number 5, student recognition, middle college honor students. We will be honoring our students that are participating in middle college 11th graders from each of the 3 high schools. At the April 2nd board meeting, the schools have bought them plaques for that honor, and we will have them at the board meeting on April the 2nd.
Okay. Any questions or comments regarding the honors students? Okay. Item number 6, Mr. Waldington.
Item number 6, superintendent's report. I'll have a report on the testing information for April 2024 through March, for April 2024. As far as our testing information is concerned, that will be on our third grade benchmark assessments. We will have our benchmark assessments for our third grade math, 4th through 8th grade ELA math and science, and for that time period. So I have that information in there for for you all. Superintendent's report, as for have the third 9 weeks data comparison for kindergarten and 2nd grade, which we have done our third 9 weeks BMAs for that. Those students will be taking the MCAS on, I want to say that it is April 30th through May. It's about 4 days that they'll be taking that that state assessment. So we will have that information for you all on April the 2nd as well.
Any questions or concerns, colleagues?
Let's go back to page 19, item 4.1.2.
Okay, Mr. Walton, we're going to, Ms. Lewis is requesting us to, go back a couple of items, agenda items, and is this under,
Overpayment.
meetings?
Minutes.
Okay. What page did you say?
Page 19, 4.1.2. I noticed that it, says here, no action taken. Is that correct, or?
Hold on just a minute. Four point one point two, that's correct.
There was no action taken?
We did not take action on that one, no, because they had already, I think that's the, Attorney Simmons, are you available?
Dr. Moore, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, so if you will refer to page 19, Ms. Lewis is requesting a review of a minute item, and it's concerning an employee, and I just want to make sure we are moving forward with this conversation without
Yes, ma'am.
divulging any information. So if you would look at page 19,
Yes, ma'am.
Miss, okay, at 4.1.2, where it states overpayment,
Yes.
she would like to have do you want a discussion about this?
I just was trying to clarify and ask, was it no action taken?
No
on it?
action taken. If I can recall correctly, there was no action taken on that item.
Yeah, that's correct, Dr. Moore and Board Member Lewis and other board members. A request for the actual agreement was made. We provided that, but it was executed by that employee, and we'll have more information as of May 1st per that agreement.
Okay, so board action, was not necessary.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
Because it was all done by Superintendent Wallington, the district, and of course I was involved in making sure that that document got executed so that that overpayment could be paid back in full to the district.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
Mr. Walden.
Agenda item number 7, 16 section report. We will have an item under this agenda item. It was relayed to us today, so we will have that in your packet when it's emailed to you or mailed to you on tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, item 8. Mr. Walden.
Yes, ma'am. Item 8, ERSA project update, Mark Pipper. He doesn't have any action items today, but his report is included in your packet.
Any questions, colleagues, regarding item number 8? Okay, item number 9, public comments. make a request from Ms. Rimmer. Just in case, moving forward, we do have public comments, people that come forward. We wanna make sure we have our policies available regarding public comment and how often or how long, maximum and minimum time limits. Okay. Do you have anything to say about, item 9, Mr. Walden?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Item 10, Mr. Walden.
Agenda item number 10, regular agenda. 10.1, approval to use East Elementary School and Claudine Brown as voting precincts. The executive summary, LeFleur County will hold special elections on April the 2nd, 2024 and April 16th, 2024. East Elementary School and Claudine Brown Elementary School are used as county voting precincts. The Greenwood LeFleur Consolidated School District will host special elections without interference to instruction at these locations.
Okay, colleagues, any questions or concerns regarding the voting precincts? Item 10.2.
10.2, approval of the 2024-2025 days and dates for contract and at-wills.
Colleagues, any questions regarding the schedule for contracts and at-wills?
How long is that contract?
It depends, Coach, it depends on the position, and these are the schedules for the contracts and at-wills for everybody that's over 187 days. Like teachers are 187, but you know, we have janitors that's 200 and something, administrators at 200 and something,
Okay.
some are 190, 195. So that's the schedule for those individuals.
And just to be clear, this is just a schedule of days and dates for those persons that have contracts and at-will contracts.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Item 10.3.
10.3, approval of out-of-state travel for Delta Streets Academy Administrator to attend a conference in Mobile, Alabama on June 19th through 21st, 2024. Executive summary, Delta Streets Academy is requesting that one administrator attend the UMS Wright Preparatory School 6th Summer Leadership Conference 2024 in Mobile, Alabama on June 14th through June 16th. The administrator is requesting reimbursement for lodging, mileage, meals, and parking after returning from the conference. If approved, the conference will be funded with Title II Equitable Services Funds allocated to private schools.
Okay, I see 2 dates listed on the actual request. It says the 19th through the 21st, and in the executive summary, it is the 14th through the 16th.
We will check those dates. I'll check those dates with Ms. House and ensure that we have the right dates on the agenda.
Okay.
10-4,
Yes.
approval of out-of-state travel for 2 Delta Street Academy administrators to attend conference in Orange Beach, Alabama on May 28th through May 30th, 2024. Delta Streets Academy is requesting that 2 administrators attend the 2024 MAIS Administrators Conference in Orange Beach, Alabama on May 28th through May 30th, 2024. The administrators are requesting reimbursement for lodging, meals, registration, parking, and mileage after returning from the conference. If approved, the conference will be funded with Title II Equitable Service Funds allocated to private schools.
Colleagues, any question regarding, out-of-state travel request? Mr. Waldington, 10.5, please.
10-5, approval to remove obsolete fixed assets from the Educational Services Building for the Federal Programs Department. Attached are requests to remove obsolete fixed assets from inventory for the Federal Programs Department at the Educational Services Building.
Okay. Any comments, concerns, questions regarding, fixed assets? I think the lists are on page 96, 97, 98. Okay, Mr. Waldington, next item.
Agenda item 12, personnel. 12-1, approval of staff for IEP development. Special Education Department must develop IEPs for compliance sake. The implementation of this request is for IEP development for students with current disabilities of a teacher positions that are not filled and other valid reasons. IEPs are a legal binding document that will have to be written by certified special education teachers. Request for approval for the following education staff not to exceed $1,500 per individual. Teacher will be paid a stipend of $25 an hour for IEP development. Ms. Abia Randall will work 2 hours a day beginning March 2nd through May 23rd. The staff member will keep a log as well as the monitoring through Cs for completion of the IEPs. All IEPs will be developed from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. We have approximately 27 exceptional education students that will need IEPs due to teacher resignations and or dismissals. The Head Start and some local daycares that will need IEPs to carry out provisions of IDEA for the 24-25 school year. This request falls under SB Policy Chapter 74, Rule 74.19.
Questions, colleagues, regarding the IEP development? And it's only one person recommended, correct?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Waldington, next item.
Agenda item 12.2, approval of 23-24 personnel report.
questions? I do have one question, Mr. Wallington. What are we planning to do for our retirees this year, this season?
Yes, ma'am. I will confer with HR, and I have that report for you all at the next April 2nd.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Wallington, we have come to number 13.
Agenda item 13, financials. Attached are the financial reports for the month ending February 2024. The following reports are attached: claims docket for March, statement of revenue, statement of expenditure, current budget status, cash flow statement, statement of fund balance, and combined balance sheet.
I realize this is not, I don't think it's listed on our agenda, but we have something, we received an athletic report. Was that supposed to be included in here? Was that supposed to be included in this agenda?
That was just something additional that Ms. Lewis asked for.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And you all also have your bank reconciliations in
Okay.
that.
Colleagues, if you will peruse the monthly financials, the monthly financial report, if there are any questions, comments, or concerns, you may speak. Sure. Ms. Lewis
Yes, ma'am.
has a question.
So, Mr. Washington, where are we with the, we talked about the cashless tickets. So, do we have any updates on that? Have anybody been contacted to maybe come and give us some information on that, or?
Yes, I'll let Ms. Thomas further explain. We've been trying to get in contact with them. As far as GoFan is concerned, they seem to be not willing to. We've asked to be in person. We've asked for on Zoom as a board meeting, and they seem to not be willing to do it after hours. And I don't know if this is something that the board would want to have a board meeting during work hours just to hear that, but I will confer with Dr. Moore to see whether that will be something that you all would want to do. Ms. Thomas, you have anything to add?
I'll reach back out to them again because I forgot to call them back to see if somebody other than the guy that I've been in contact with can sit during the Zoom. The issue is they're on Eastern time, so like if it's 5 here, it's 6 there. But I'll let you know Tuesday.
Are they the only company?
That I am aware of, yes.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, it seems that there are no questions or concerns regarding the monthly financials, Mr. Waldington. Let's move to item 14.
Agenda item 14, consideration for executive session based on the building of the agenda with myself, Dr. Moore, Coach Fan, and Attorney Simmons. Two items for executive consideration for executive session. One would be litigation, and the second one is personnel.
Do you have any comments, Attorney Simmons?
No, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Dr. Moore. The last time we talked about hearing dates, so we'll be able to provide those on Tuesday if everybody is agreeable to the April 9th hearing dates for those two personnel matters.
Yes, we are in agreement to April the 9th. However, let's make a change, if you will.
Yes, ma'am.
The time. We're gonna make a
Yes,
time
ma'am.
change. Mr. Waldington, the body has elected for 5:30.
That's fine. That's fine.
And that's Tuesday, April the 9th, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. And we are looking at how many?
Two hearings. That's correct, Superintendent Walton, and one of them should be a little lengthy. The other one shouldn't be that long. But hopefully we can get out by 8.
Colleagues, please make a note of that. Mr. Waldington, we were just trying to be accommodative of all of the members
Yes,
with
ma'am.
that time.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And also, Dr. Moore, as of now, one of the employees has an attorney and the other one does not.
Okay. Thank you. That's noted. Are there any more questions, concerns, or comments before we adjourn?
I wanted to ask
Yes.
about this athletic report.
Miss
Uh,
Everett, speak
Oh,
on
I'm
it.
sorry. Ms. Thomas, I'm making the assumption that there's gonna be some more income coming into these accounts. Am I correct?
As far as games, no, because now we have like baseball, you don't do tickets. We're not doing anything that generates revenue. Basketball season is over.
Am I correct that we're over 75,000 deficit on this?
I don't have a copy in front of me, but,
My concern is that's an incredible amount of deficit. I said my concern is that's an incredible amount of deficit. Over 75,000.
Mr. Waldington, is this your first time seeing this document?
Yes, ma'am. And it is, well, I wouldn't. for lack
First of
a
all,
better-
let me just note, this document was not included in our agenda.
Right.
So this is just something that was provided, we're just trying to be transparent here. And a board member has some concerns regarding the, data that has been provided on the document. Mr. Walton.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And, all that I can say is that, not so much as far as the numbers are concerned, but, when you have 12 basketball teams, and you have 6 football teams and going on and on and on, it costs a lot. It costs a lot, and that's what it is that we have now. And, you know, we have a little over 3,800 students, and we have all of these programs going on at once, and we're, you know, I don't even know whether the travel of the buses, I don't even know whether that's on there or not. But, you know, it's not, you know, so that's what we're dealing with, you know, that's what we're dealing with. You know, we're gonna make sure that our, you know, our student athletes are well prepared, you know, that they are, you know, dressed the part, and that, you know, that they represent the district well. But we have a lot of sports teams in our school district. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any more questions or concerns? We want to thank you for attending our monthly work session. We will now end the work session. Please be safe.